So this next exercise is going to combine rest stroke and free stroke technique in a single exercise. Now, one of the most important things to be thinking about this whole time is the positioning of your plucking hand wrist. Ideally, we want our wrist to stay perfectly still while we pluck, because if there's any movements, it means we have to move back to do the next pluck. And that can add latency, which can kind of jar up the flow if you're trying to do something fast. And it also means we might not end up coming back to exactly the same spot, so we might end up plucking the wrong string. So really it's kind of for ease of speeding things up and for consistency. And once again, both the free stroke and rest stroke techniques will involve bending the fingers back as they pluck. So really try your best to get the motion coming from the tucking with the fingertips bent back. And if you need to anchor your thumb on the bottom string while you're starting out in order to keep your wrist nice and still, go for that. You might find you need to kind of lift that thumb off as you want to speed things up and get a bit more intense with your tempos. So anyway, let's think about that as we move into exercise number 3. Okay, so if you had any trouble with that, specifically if you found yourself hitting multiple strings at once, it meant that you just needed to have your hand just forward slightly, just a little bit more forward in order to pass over the adjacent string without colliding with it. Okay, so let's move into exercise number 4.